Alright, so this is Wurm. I'm sitting right outside the, well, I'm actually on my deed. This area here to the east, I'm still working on terraforming, bringing down the rock and whatnot. I've got an idea of what I'm going to do over there, but it's got a long way to go. So this is the portal that we have at our, on my deed, and I can teleport to the main city on the server from here and back so that I can do trade with other players. You can set up merchant booths and stuff like that and have your items that you craft for sale to other players. This is a settlement token. That's basically the center of your deed, and you can specify the dimensions based off of this as the center of your area. There's a spider over there. Alright. So the building to our right is our bunkhouse. That castle fortress over there belongs to one of the, not the game master, but like an assistant game master or something like that. He built all of that over there, terraformed the land down. Used to be a big hill over there actually, and he flattened the whole area down. I built the bridge. That's my boat. And a cow wandering around. I haven't been out here in forever. Usually the trees are cleared from my deed area, but they've been growing wild since I've been gone. It's my wagon. You can load it up with crates and load the crates up with goods and hitch up some bulls or some cows and move stuff to other neighbors and whatnot. This is a personal server, so this jewel board here actually allows you to eat and restock your food and water supplies and different levels of nutrition and whatnot. See, everything goes up to max. You get those as prizes for events and stuff like that. This is one of my stables. It's for my epic mount. Actually bought this guy, paid like 10 bucks for him. He's really fast, but you don't want to get into combat with those guys because they can die. This is smithy area, the smithy building that I put together, and we'll go in just a second to give you an idea. And that building there is just a small quarry. Sand piles. I've got a pile of tar. The tar pile doesn't actually deplete. I can gather tar resources from here as much as I need. The sand will deplete, so kind of have to throw some more on there on occasion to keep the supplies up. You notice I was moving slow in the tar. And so this is just a little quarry room. Some of these crates, most of these crates are like full of rock and dirt, just the different things that I've, from the leveling that I was doing on the other side of the deed. And then this just opens up out to the sand there. Alright. Nothing much to this here. Some of the motion in the game is a little wonky. Oh, it's all first person. There is no third person view in this game, which makes PvP kind of terrifying, and some exploring kind of terrifying too. Let's go back down. Go back here into the smithy. So I got a forge here, I got a forge over there, some crates, storage bins just to hold things while we're working on different sorts of armor and metal items, what have you. Barrel for water, because water is a component that you have to use in some of your crafting. And this is a small barrel. You can actually pick these up, take them down to the water line, fill them up, 35 kilograms or something like that, bring them back. You can carry those around. there's a larger barrel that you can't pick up once you place it unless you put it on a wagon. You can scoot it around. You can push it around and position it where you want, but you can't carry the large barrels on your person. Let's go up to the top here where the horses were. This architecture here is a little wonky. It's just kind of the way that the game is. So, climb up. Oh, let's do this. So I've got a little patio area up here with the horses. I'm going to put some chairs and a table up here, maybe a lantern or some lamps or standing torches or something along those lines. Still working on it. And then you might probably notice these cliff edges up here. That's actually, the deed is tiered. This is the lower level down by the ocean. Come out this way. Okay. You see I got some crops here. And they usually would wither on a regular server, but they're running a mod that allows you, the plants will just stay alive once they reach full maturity, and you won't lose them if you're offline for a long while. They'll be there when you come back. Another spider over there. The spiders are outlined in blue because I'm a priest, and my priest, what is it? Mana power, that's not what they call it, but my prayer level is up high enough that a lot of monsters won't aggro on me. There still are some that will. Got some, what is this, rice? Yeah, rice. Got a little rice bed here. Let's see. Here. Go back over by, show you the bunkhouse real quick. And then my mine has probably caved in, but we'll go look and see if I can get into it. Unless you reinforce the walls of your mine, they will cave in over time. Alright, that's my bunk, my chest where I keep my stuff. That's Hannah's bunk, and you see we got a loom here, some storage bins and larder for food. There's a large barrel there. When you've got items in these storage bins, they don't decay. Plus, we're on the deed, so things aren't decaying as long as I keep my deed paid up, which I do. So I can leave this stuff for as long as I want without having to worry about it rotting away. That is a guard tower that generates NPC guards, and if some creatures were to wander onto the deed space, they would go out and kill them. You can set them so they don't do that, but when you got other players on the deed helping you that are low level, it's good to have those NPCs there to help protect them. That's the altar where you can pray. You can sacrifice items to gain more power and to charge gems. The gems will hold spell power, so that if you're out doing combat or PvP and you're going through your magic, you can use the gems as batteries, basically. The name of the deed is Arkinthams, which is from Skyrim. It's a dwarf fortress, but anyways. Cart, this particular cart's a 2-horse cart. You can pull it by your hand, but it's a lot slower. You can get up in these things. Let's see, embark as commander. Get up in the cart, have your horses pulling you around. The cart's got a cargo space. Let's open. I've just got a sign sitting in there right now. Surface mine to this level. That was just some instructions for people that were coming by and helping out with some stuff. Disembark. Okay. So let's see. Over here. That's our trash heap. You can just throw things in there to purposefully let them rot away. Okay, so this is my mine door. It looks like rock. I meant for it to look that way. And we go into the entrance here, and the very first tile into the mine has collapsed. So I would have to take my pick and mine away at this guy. Oh, just to give you an idea of what we're talking about, gathering resources and stuff like that. This is depending on the quality of your tools, the level of your skill. A bunch of different factors go into how fast you can do things and how many cued motions you can have going up. So far as skills go, whoops, not that. There's all kinds of different skills. We'll sort in sub skills. Let's see, fighting. Here we go. But the maximum is 100. I'm really good at digging. I've done a lot of terraforming, and I'm not bad at mining either. I've done a lot of that. Not so much fighting, but I'm getting there. But so you got skills, you've got your religion stuff, and your character stats. And these rise over time based on the activities that you're doing. So mining and things like that will help increase your strength more as you go along. All the skills are activity based. There's no levels in this game. It's all skill based playing. So yeah, so I mined some of that rock. There's usually 45 to 50 shards of rock in a tile that you have to mine out to clear that tile and to be able to go further in. So that's mining. I'm going to go here to the ramp, take you up to the other tier. I won't carry this on too much longer, but we've got a couple of buildings up here. Okay, so up here you can also tend animals, harvest, not harvest, well you can, but you breed animals, and animals have traits. So you find animals with the traits that you want, you crossbreed them, and you can improve their traits over generations. So we've got these 3x3 pins here for the actual animals themselves. You know, and then just this area here, put in some decoration and whatnot. Oh, there's a dead bear. Oh, bear. Let's see here. Get my butcher knife and butcher the bear. And open him up and take that bear meat. And then take my shovel and bury the bear. Alright, so that's the animal breeding area. It's, I think we got like 5, maybe 7 pins, 3x3 pins up here. And those falls won't kill you necessarily, but they'll hurt you and you won't be able to walk for a while, so you got to be careful about slipping off the side of this steep slope. There is a climb command which you can basically latch onto the steep surfaces and climb your way up, but it consumes stamina. In the terrain itself, there are very natural steep mountains and cliffs that people like to get up on top of and develop their deeds up on the top of mountains, and the climbing skill comes into play there. That was the mid tier, and then this is the top, the upper tier. We haven't really developed up here, we just kind of leveled it off. This is the border of our deed here. You come over here, it says you leave Arking Thams, come onto this tile, and we're back in our deed. So this road is the perimeter out to the ocean. Our deed goes a little bit out into the bay there. Oh, hi guy. Yeah. Okay. So that's pretty much it. I haven't finished the road here, you know, that kind of stuff. Still lots of development to do, and it takes time. And if you play with friends, it takes less time if you're all working towards a common goal, of course. But yeah, that's pretty much it. All right.